Viewers of the most recent season of Little People, Big World on TLC are curious about the future of Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler. After dating for several years, Matt and Caryn bought a house in Arizona together. Will the pair be married soon? Then, the following is what Chris Merrick, Amy Roloff's husband, had to say regarding Matt and Caryn's intended marriage. Following their divorce, Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff started dating Caryn Chandler. How then did the pair come to be together? Caryn was employed at Roloff Farms as the farm manager when she got to know the Little People, Big World star. Matt stated at the time that Caryn is instrumental in running pumpkin season. She has done so for 10 years. Caryn had a great time together with him when she was working on the farm, according to Matt. Amy also discussed the friendship that existed between Matt and Caryn throughout Caryn's tenure at Roloff Farms, due to her infamous insinuations that Matt had cheated on her throughout their marriage. Amy was not fond of the connection, as Caryn works for my company and has a personal relationship with my ex-husband. Amy said it is still difficult to invite her to some family gatherings. Just reduce the amount of personal interaction, please. For me, it's not healthful. After years of dating, Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler's relationship with Amy Roloff is now more stable. Amy and her spouse, Chris Merrick, have been spending more time with Matt and Caryn in the most recent seasons of Little People, Big World. Moreover, Chris and Matt appear to be close lately. On Roloff Farms, the two are frequently spotted hanging out together. Because Matt and Chris are close, Matt has told Chris that he might propose to Caryn. Chris said to Entertainment Tonight that Matt declared that he and Caryn will definitely tie the knot. Chris expressed his belief that they will undoubtedly tie the knot. When exactly is unknown to us. They plan to keep it under wraps. Matt has already told me that it will be intimate and low-key. It appears that fans of Little People, Big World should anticipate Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler getting married shortly. It may not, however, occur on camera. After the current season airs, Caryn doesn't want to continue filming with the show, a source told The Sun. Caryn is over, but Matt genuinely wants another season, the insider revealed. She believes there is too much family drama and too many arguments about what people should say and do on television. She thinks she's the one who's constantly attempting to mediate but gets caught in the between. She is aware that it undoubtedly generates high ratings, but she no longer wants to be involved in it. Does this imply that Little People, Big World is ending entirely? We'll just have to wait and see. Jackson, the son of Tori and Zach Roloff, will be riding a horse for the first time ever in the upcoming episode of Little People, Big World. In an episode of the Roloff family's reality TV, Zach talked about a recent exchange he had with Jackson after his kid began to raise some questions dubbed the dwarf talk, as Zach put it. In a previous episode of season 25 of Little People, Big World, Jackson refused to play soccer because some of the other kids were making fun of his disabilities. In the upcoming episode of Little People, Big World Season 25, Jackson will return, and this time, the focus will be on his quest to overcome his fear of riding a horse. In a parade peek, Tori says she's a little nervous about the whole thing. Tori places Jackson on the back of a horse at the start of the sample footage, and the riding instructor gently leads both Jackson and the animal away. Next, Tori mounts her horse and rides off to pursue her son. Tori acknowledges in a confessional that she found it cool that Jackson was riding a horse even though he was so adamant that he wouldn't do. She does, however, adore the fact that he got on the horse because he genuinely wanted to and ended up enjoying the ride, rather than just to appease her. I can bail off a horse, that's one thing. For a 6-year-old to accomplish it, Tori acknowledges, is a whole other story. She asks Jackson whether he enjoyed the horse ride, and he replies positively, giving his father the thumbs up while Zach proudly snaps a picture. Jackson and her son meet Zach on the beach. A smile appears on his face as he realizes how much fun this is along the journey. Zach admits that in order to assist Jackson get to that stage, certain changes have to be made. Being a little person, things have to be adapted, he says. Shorter stirrups are one of those modifications, which are also required because Jackson is just 6 years old. Tori mentions in Zach and Tori's confessional that the horse ride was fantastic and that it got off to a great start when the horse left as soon as Jackson got comfortable in the saddle. This gave Jackson no time to consider what was going to happen or to try to back out. Whether it's health concerns, love troubles, or something else completely, Little People, Big World has never shied away from discussing significant issues within the Roloff family. It's wonderful that they can unwind and enjoy themselves, even if it means that Jackson can now ride a horse, something he was first reluctant to do. Hopefully, this will be one of those moments in time that he will never forget. Jackson's parents are supporting him to keep going forward and demonstrate that everything is possible for him, despite whatever challenges he may encounter. Little People, Big World sleep study participant Lila Roloff, daughter of Zach and Tori Roloff, is preparing to leave for her research. Over the years, the reality program hosted by the Roloff family has included several instances of personal suffering. When Zach had to have emergency shunt surgery early in Little People, Big World Season 25, he faced his own concerning predicament. It's not always a huge issue that this program has drama. Nevertheless, occasionally an issue arises that calls for a more somber tone. Zach Roloff will be bringing Lila to a sleep study in the upcoming episode of Little People, Big World Season 25, as hinted in this People teaser clip. Zach acknowledges that he is anxious. I anticipate a hard night ahead, and I don't see things going well. Lila appears to be thinking that they are heading to a spa. Therefore, Tori believes that she is looking forward to her little night away with Dad while they are at their house. After a little while, Tori eventually discusses the importance of Lila's impending sleep study in the Little People, Big World teaser segment. Physician, she says, advise sleep exams to make sure that there's not obstructed sleep apnea. Zach continues, saying that people with dwarfism have slightly different constructed airways. Their odds of something going wrong during surgery are thereby increased. Furthermore, Lila's sleep study will assist Lila's physicians in determining whether or not she is capable of handling being put under anesthesia. Zach and Tori's kid is getting ready to depart and is putting on her backpack when Lila's father attempts to explain to her what she's about to experience. He uses straightforward language, such as mentioning that stickers would be placed all over her head to track her sleep patterns, to help her comprehend the issue as best she can at her age. To Zach's desire that Lila has a good idea about what's happening right now, Tori adds, I don't think she has a good idea. Zach is concerned that Lila may become frightened and find it difficult to recuperate. Not only do Zach and Tori's remarks convey their concern, but their facial expressions amply support this notion. While Lila is undergoing her sleep study, Tori will be remaining at home. So even though they want to FaceTime eventually, she won't be able to witness firsthand what her daughter is going through. Their concern is understandable. According to their explanation of the circumstances, it appears that the sleep study is required and will yield valuable information that will benefit Lila as she gets older.